about language fundamentals. Sir, as the part of language fundamentals, sir, we covered several things. Okay, like sir, this material I hope everyone referred. Everyone referred this material. Yes. Can I conclude? Everyone took the printout and referred this material. Yes. Hare, no response, man. You didn't refer. Ayyo. Attending the class is more enough, sir. What is the need of referring material? Are you feeling like that? If you feel like that, simple. What we can? Okay, immediately I won't share the remaining material. They're not provided yet. Why, man? So for all the people, I hope, sir, our office team already shared. Okay, yeah, definitely. If any person is missing, any person didn't get the material, just contact our admin people. Happily you can get, sir. Compulsory you should get. Okay, sir. Next, there is another topic I told, right, sir. Mostly by today after completing this session, happily this operators concept also our team will share, sir. Operators concept almost 15 pages. Whatever we covered in the last 4 or 5 sessions, each and everything by default I kept, including our what we call ternary operator also. All the things by default already we added, sir. In this material you can able to see, right? Okay, don't worry about that, sir. Like that, for every topic material is already there. Each and every topic I will share this materials are prepared by myself, and whatever I'm covering in the session by default it will be there in this. Remember that, okay, sir? That's all. Next, what is the next cinema we require to talk? Already yesterday I started, sir. Already we covered. Already we covered already about sir, this topic, input and output in the Python. Are you getting? How I can get input from the keyboard? How I can, sir, print sir, output to the console, sir? These are things we require to talk about, sir. How to read input, how to read input, how to print something to the console. That topic is the third topic, input and output, sir. Input and output, right, sir? Make sure in the Python 2, sir, how many methods are there to read the data from the keyboard? Anyone, can you please tell? Python 2, how many methods are available, sir? There are 2 functions are available. What is the first one, sir? Input and raw input. Are you getting that? Input and raw input, like 2 functions are available, right, sir? What is the here raw input function is always going to provide string only. Remember this one, str type only. Whatever, even you are adding numbers also internally, it is always going to provide in the form of string only. But input, whatever type you provided, that particular type only it will be written. Sir, in this case we require to perform typecasting, but in this case we are not required to perform typecasting, sir. This is total cinema in Python 2, sir. Okay, but in Python 3, confusion gone. Okay, in the Python 3 we have only one function. What is that function? Here, input function. Raw input function is not there in the Python 3. We have only input function, right? But make sure, sir, whatever number you entered by using input function, it is always treated as string type only, sir. Even you provided numbers also, by default it is treated as string type only. Compulsory we require to perform typecasting, sir. It's a mandatory. Okay, just have a look once, sir. Sir, I'm taking just observe a bit very carefully about this terminology, right, sir? I have one thing is there, or otherwise just I will directly I can open the ideal, sir. Just have a look once, sir. I'm asking here x is equal to input of enter something, enter something. Just I'm asking, sir, enter. Can you please enter something? Like immediately it's asking, sir. Now whatever type you are adding, whatever type you are providing, by default it is always going to treat as a string only. Suppose I entered Durga, sir. I entered Durga. Can you please print type of x? If I print a type of x, sir, str, because Durga is a str type, no problem at all, sir. But if I can ask the same thing, x is equal to input enter. Okay, enter something. If I can ask the same, sir, now observe that, enter something. Now I'm adding number, sir. If I add number, but if I print a type of x, If I print a type of x, do you know, sir, str only. Even though we provided number, by default, internally, it is always going to treat str type only. Remember, these ones are very, very important point, make sure. So, whatever data you are providing from the keyboard is always by default treated as str type only if you use input function. Sir, how I can convert into number type? How I can convert into number types are just simply by using corresponding type conversion functions, right? Okay, sir, just if you want to convert into function, you require to use. If you want to convert to float type, float function we require to use, right? Okay, sir, like if you want to convert to boolean type, then automatically bool function we require to use, something like okay, the corresponding functions by default we are required to use, right? Okay, that's all. Next, sir, is there any reason behind that? Okay, why it's always going to consider string type only? Some student is asking the doubt. Can you please answer? What the reason regarding why it's always going to treat as string type? Good. Some people start telling. What the reason, sir? I covered already this point in the last session. Sir, in any programming language, most commonly used object is always what types are? String type. 90% of the times we are always going to use a string objects only. That's why most commonly used type is default type. Most of the times, you know, most commonly used type is a default type. That's why most commonly used which type? String type. That's why, so by default, sir, string is a default type for the input function. Everyone can able to understand, right? Yes, man. Are you in a position to understand? Okay, that's all. So now just let me write a small program, sir. Okay, just let me write a small program. What about my requirement here is just have a look once, sir. Just observe that a bit carefully. Here, just observe, sir. My requirement is read two numbers from the keyboard and print a sum. Again, read two numbers from the keyboard and print a sum. Here, x is equal to, okay, here x is equal to int of, because now I'm not required to keep any explanation, right? Why I'm taking int of, enter first number, like this I'm taking, sir. Do you know, sir, whatever number we are entering is by default treated as what types are? String type. So now I'm trying to convert string to int by using this function. Remember this one, sir. Similarly, sir, y is equal to enter second number, like this. Now I'm taking, sir, just I want to print the sum. Regarding print the sum like this, sir, x plus y. That's all. So do you know? Yes. Just do you know? Sorry, what it's going to do here? Just it's going to print. It's going to print the sum of two numbers. Yesterday we covered already. Just 2 minutes, Divya. Let me repeat. Okay. Sir, now just have a look once. Sir, here just have a look once. Sir, py test.py. Regarding py test.py, it's always going to ask enter first number, enter second number, then the sum by default we are going to get 30, sir. Sir, now my requirement is, observe a bit carefully about this one, sir. Now my requirement is, sir, now let me run once again. Enter first number 1 2 3 4. Next enter second number 3 4 5 3 4 2 1. Then automatically what about sum 4 6 5 5 right? Like sir, how to read the data from the keyboard? Are you able to understand, right? How to read the data from the keyboard? Okay, how to convert that reading data into our specified type? That's all this is about, right? But even I hope you people may remember, I told a small shortcut way. Anyone can you please tell what is that way, sir? Total cinema happened into a single line, sir. Anyone can you please tell what is the x? In the place of x, what I'm taking, sir? Int of. In the place of x, what I'm taking, sir? Int of. What is the function, sir? Input enter first number, like this I'm taking, sir. Input enter first number plus, make sure, sir, enter once again int of input of input of, okay, enter second number. Are you getting? Enter second number, like this I'm taking, sir. Just take a bit very special care. Enter second number, like this I'm taking. So here just have a look once, sir. So total how many lines of the code is there? Only one line. Are you getting that? Only one line of the code. It is reading the data from the keyboard. It is reading the data from the keyboard, and happily it is going to display, sir, the sum also. Have a look once, sir. If I can take like this, if I can take like observe that, if I can take like this, okay, enter first number 2 3 4, enter second number, sir, 3 2 1, something like. The sum is 555 by default we are going to get. Okay, sir, this type of shortcut techniques. There are several things are available in the Python, sir. Remember this one, not only this one. There are several everywhere you can able to get. Everywhere you can able to get this type of shortcuts, right? Okay, that's all. Next, sir, one input can take only one input value from the keyboard. No, Divya. There is another way. Is there? That part I will take care. Don't worry, sir. Now up to this is the clear. Yes, man. Up to this is the clear. Any explanation is required? Yes, man. Already we covered in the last session. Any explanation is required? Yes, that's all. So how to read the data? How to read the data from the keyboard and print to the console? This is about, right? So now my requirement is, observe that. Write a program. Write a small chota program to read the employee data from the keyboard. To read the employee data from the keyboard. Like what is the employee number? What is the employee name? What is the employee name? What is the employee salary? And what is employee address? Are you getting? Sir, I want to read the data from the keyboard. Next, print that data, sir. Print that data, whatever end user provided, to the console. This is about my requirement, right? Sir, can you please tell how you can able to do that? How you can able to do that, sir? Very simple. Okay, legend this one, sir. Which data I have to read? Enum. Assume that enum is what type? Int type. Second one is ename. Ename is what type? Employee name is what type? str type. No typecasting is required. What is the third one, sir? Esal. Usually salary is what type, sir? Float type. Next, e-address. Okay, e-address. E-address is also string type only. Sir, one more thing I want to ask: married or not? Are you getting? Are you as employee married or not? Is it true or false? I have to provide, sir. Then you can able to write the code for that. Very simple, sir. Observe a bit very carefully, sir. Can you please tell what is that I'm taking? Int of, sir, input of enter employee number. Enter employee number like this I'm taking, sir. Just take a bit very special care, sir. Enter employee number. Next, enter employee name. Enter employee name. Enter employee salary. Enter employee salary. Enter employee address. Okay. Enter employee marriage status. Okay, sir. Employee married or not? Okay. Enter employee marriage status. What is the yes or no? Okay, is employee married or not? Okay, like sir, here what I'm taking, yes or no, or otherwise true or false, married or not, true or false, like this I'm taking, sir. Sir, take a bit very special care. Here, do you know different data types we require to cover? Sir, first one is enum, second one is ename, third one is esal. Okay, esal. Fourth one is address. Last one is, sir, married or not, something like married or not. Sir, now take a bit very special care. Employee number I want to consider what types are? Int type. That's why compulsory typecasting must be required. Next, employee name is the string type only, no problem at all. Sir, enter employee salary. Sir, employee salary is a string, but I want typecasting, right? That's why float function I'm trying to apply. Are you getting? Float function I'm trying to apply, right? Sir, employee address string only. Employee, is employee married or not? Is employee married or not? How you can able to take? It is the Boolean value, right? Bool function we require to use. Everyone can able to understand, right? Now a small example how to read the data, different types of data, and how you can able to use in our program. Now I'm taking print off, print off. Please confirm information. Okay, like I'm just taking this one, sir. Please confirm information, right? Sir, print of employee. What is the first one, sir? Employee number. Employee number. Like this, I'm taking comma enum. Okay, like just what is the second one, sir? Employee. Now, what is the second one we took, sir? Employee name, employee salary. Next, employee address. Okay. Next, employee marriage status. Okay, what is the marriage? Yeah, is employee married or not? Something like, sir, enum, e-name. Next one after that, e-sal. Okay, sir, here e-sal I'm taking. What is this one? Is e-address. Okay, last one, sir, married or not. Okay, married or not, like, sir. Up to this is the clear. Now, best example to understand, sir, employee number, employee name, employee salary, employee address. Next and after that, married or not, like, sir, just based on this example, my intention is how to read the data from the keyboard and how you can able to use in our program. Just you people should get basic idea, because in our Python, these are type of activity, lakhs of times we are going to do, sir. That's why compulsory you people should aware. Sir, any explanation is required? Everyone in a position to understand, right? Okay, well, sir, now let me execute this code. Here immediately is asking employee number 100, employee name, okay, Durga, employee name Durga, employee salary 1000, sir, employee address HYD. Yes, sir, the employee marriage status, yes, true, married, something like this. Sir, please confirm your information. Employee name, employee number, employee name, salary, employee address, employee married, true. Everyone can able to understand, right? If you want, you can execute once again. Sir, employee number 200. Enter employee name, okay, Sunny, something like this I'm taking. Enter employee salary 2000. Enter employee address, okay, Mumbai, like this I'm taking. Next, enter employee married or not, okay, like I'm taking, sir, true. That's all. So this is about, sir, how to read the data from the keyboard. Are you getting that? How you can able to read the data from the keyboard? How you can able to use in our program in the Python? Is it clear? Everyone can able to understand? Array, any explanation is required? Okay, now if I'm asking, can you please read the data from the keyboard? Can you please read the data from the keyboard? Then automatically, happily, happily you can able to read this. Sir, next level, how you can store this data inside a collection object, how you can store this data inside some database, that activity we will do. First, aware how you can able to read the data, okay? How you can able to read the data from the keyboard, okay? That's all. That's what you are expected knowledge from here, right? Okay, that's all. Sir, can I go to the next level, sir? Already Divya asked a small doubt, sir. What's the doubt is, by using input function at a time, how many values I'm reading? Hey, respond. How many values I'm reading at a time? At a time. How many values we are reading? Only one. Sir, if you want to read the four values, four values, compulsory. Okay, four times input function we require to use. Correct or not? Okay. If you want to read four values, then compulsory we require to use four values, four times input function, right? But now, sir, I want to read multiple values from the keyboard in a single line. Are you getting? Sir, I want to read 10 values, or I want to read 4 values, 5 values, multiple values from the keyboard in a single line. Is it possible or not? Okay, can you please observe how to read multiple values, from the keyboard, in a single line, in a single line, sir. How you can able to read, sir? Very simple. Don't worry much about this terminology, right? Sir, now I'm take very special care, sir. More concentration must be required, because in Python, concise code, very small code we are going to write, but where meaning is more. That's why you should aware, sir. Now I'm taking here, observe that input of enter two numbers. Regarding enter two numbers I'm asking, sir. So how many numbers we are going to enter? Two numbers, right? Regarding enter two numbers, sir. Now two numbers by default we are going to add. This total thing is a string, sir. Remember this one. Whenever we add, this total thing is by default considered as string. Remember this total. I'm going to get 2. So suppose if I enter 10, next and after that space 20. Can you please tell in the middle which is separator I used? I respond, man. In the middle, which is separator I used? Space. So can you please split this total string? Can you please split this total one string into two pieces? If you want to split this total string, if you want to split this total one string into two pieces, then automatically, sir, one value is the 10, second value is nothing but 20. By default, we are going to get. Oh, now what is about our requirements, sir? Can you please splitting I require to do with respect to space, sir. Wherever space is there, before the space one value, after the space another value. How you can able to do that? Just we require to use split method or split function. Up to this is the clear? Yes, man. Can you please observe? Sir, now here I will get only one value. I mean, total entered thing is one string. Whenever we are using split method, then automatically, sir, it will become two values because I split it into multiple values based on space character, right? Yes, splitting completed. Okay. Now what I want to do is, sir, can you please observe that for x in, sir, for every x value in this group, sir, can you please tell how many values are there? I respond. How many values are there? Two values are there. For each x in this group, what I have to do, sir? Can you please convert into int type? Can you please convert into int type? Okay, that's all. Now this total is list of two int values. Remember this one, sir. This total thing is by default considered a list of two int values. What I have to do, sir? A comma b is equal to like this. Now first value will become a value, second value will become b value. Are you getting right? Yeah. Just my intention is compulsory you have to understand. No. Just have a basic idea first. Part by part I'm explaining so that you people can evaluate. 1 minute. Sir, let me execute and then I will explain once again. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. Sir, first time, this type of syntax is there. Like you are going to feel. Whenever I'm explaining second time, third time, definitely you people are going to get. Nothing is there, nursery level concept. Don't worry much about that. Okay? Yes, I will discuss. Don't worry about that. Some people, sir, you are writing everything in a single line. Yes, man. Yes. Such a type of concise code you require to aware. Just I'm telling, boss, this type of possibility also there. Once after showing, I will explain once again. Don't worry. Sir, how many people got confused? Can you please raise your hand? Means can you please respond? How many people, sir, getting the confusion? Please, based on that, whether I have to explain or otherwise, just I can skip, like I can decide. Oh, completely hands up, I hope. Yes, any other? Shobham Agarwal. Sir, some people, yes, I will explain. Don't worry, man. My responsibility is you have to get each and every person. Okay? Each and every point you have to get. That's all my requirement. Don't worry about that. Sir, now, can you please tell orally, what is our heading, sir? How to read multiple values from the keyboard in a single line. Are you getting? Earlier, Divya asked, sir, if you want to read 10 values, then 10 times I require to use input function. I don't want. Is there any shortcut like yes, there is a shortcut is there. In a single line, you can able to read multiple values. What is the shortcut? Yes, this is the shortcut. So can you please believe if the shortcut is available or not? Can I able to read multiple values in a single line or not? Hey, is it possible or not? I'm asking. Whether you got or not, I didn't. I'm not asking, sir. Is it possible or not? Can I read multiple values, multiple values from the keyboard in a single line or not? Yes, yes, ma'am. Now have a look once, sir. Don't worry much about that. Just I'm taking. I will re-explain once again. Don't worry. First, let me check. The sum is what I'm taking, sir. A plus B. That's all. Read the two values from the keyboard and print the sum. Let me cross check, sir. Okay. Some people may feel, sir, sorry, showing old output only. Let me take product, sir. The product I'm taking this time. Regarding the product multiplication I'm taking, sir. Let me execute this code. Don't worry much. Don't worry much about this one. Let me execute this code. Here, observe a bit very carefully, sir. Yes. Enter two numbers. Now, how many numbers I have to enter? Array, how many numbers I have to enter? Two numbers. Two numbers in the single line or not? Yes. 10, 10, and then space 20. I'm entering 10 space 20, sir. Then automatically, sir, now 10 space 20. Then can you please tell what is the output I'm expecting, sir? Product. The 10 product, not sum. 10 into 20. What about its value, sir? 200. Is it clear for all of it? Sir, now, sir, this is now the output what we are going to get 200. Question number 1. Okay, question number 1. Is it possible to read the multiple values from the keyboard in a single line or not? What answer you can tell? Array, what answer you can able to tell? Yes. Okay, yes, possible. Next, sir, here just observe that. I will re-explain once again, sir. Still some people are asking, sir, here what the separator I used between the first value and second value? Between the first value and second value, what separator I used, sir? Space is the separator, because split method by default is going to take space as the separator. Sir, I don't want space, sir. Comma I want to use, dot I want to use, colon I want to use. No problem, man. Any symbol you are allowed to use. That part I will explain in the next example, right? So here split, we are not passing any argument. Means by default it is going to split. It is going to split with respect to space. Remember that, sir. Okay, sir. Now have a look once. More concentration must be required, sir. Can you please observe that? What is this one? Enter input, enter two numbers. If I enter two numbers, okay, like 10 followed by space 20, I'm entering. This total thing is treated as one string only. Remember that, sir. This total thing is considered as one string only because we are using how many input functions? Only one input function. Sir, now it will become only one string. Can you please split this string, split this one string. Sir, are you passing any argument here? No. If I'm not passing any argument, with respect to space, it is going to be divided. So after applying split method, now, sir, this is the first value, this is the second value. How many values are there? Currently, two values are there. But these two values by default are treated as string type, because whatever data you entered from the keyboard is by default what types are? String type only. So this is one string, this is another string. But I want to apply product operation. If you want to apply product, compulsory these things should be numbers. That's why what I'm taking here, can you for each x in this result, sir, this result contain how many values? Oh, respond. This result contain currently how many values? Two values. After applying split operation, two values. For every x in this, can you please perform typecast? Again, can you please perform typecast? If you convert, then automatically these numbers will become just into values, right? Typecasting happened. Yes, these numbers, can you please assign to A comma B? Can you please assign to A comma B? A value will become 10, B value will become 20. Sir, once A is the 10, B is the 20, happily you can perform either product operation, sum operation, multiplication operation, any kind of operation you can apply, no problem at all. Ayyo. Thoda. Yes, ma'am. Are you able to understand? Are you able to understand? Okay. Thoda. Kunchum. Okay. we will go for next level. Next level, don't worry. One more example I will discuss. Okay. Sir, very simple. Now observe a bit very carefully, sir. Now I want to find, sir, what I want to do is division operation I want to apply. Sir, how many values I have to read? Listen a bit very carefully, sir. 2 values I have to read. Array, read two values, two float values from the keyboard. Read the 2 float values from the keyboard and print sum. Are you getting? Print sum. This is about my requirement, right? Sir, up to this is the clear. How many values I have to read? Array, how many values I have to read? Oh, you respond, man. How many values I have to read? 2 values. 2 values. Which type of values I have to read? Float values I have to read. Read the 2 float values from the keyboard which are specified with the comma separation. Are you getting? Which has specified with the comma separation. Oh, not the space separation, man. Comma separation, and print the sum. Okay. How you are going to enter? Do you know something like 10.2 first float value, 10.2 first float value, comma, sir, 10.6 second float value. Are you getting? These are the 2 values I'm entering from the keyboard. Now our program has to print okay, the sum of these 2 float numbers, right? Yes. Everyone can able to understand my requirement? Yes, man. Everyone can able to understand our requirement, right? Okay, that's all. Sir, enter. But how many lines of the code you require to write? Make sure only one line. Only one line. All the values you have to read, sir. Very simple. Now the requirement is very clear, right? Sir, now what I want to do is I'm writing input. Okay, input function. Enter 2 float values. Enter 2 float values like this. Sir, now take very special case, sir. Now I will get if I'm using enter 2 float values, can you please tell, sir, 10.5 comma 10.6 I enter. Assume that this total thing is considered as 1 value or 2 values. Respond. As of now, because of this line, this total thing is considered as 1 value or 2 values. Only 1 string value, correct or not? Even though sir 2 values are there internally, but the input function is always going to take only one value. That's why this total thing is treated as only 1 value. What is that value? Is nothing but string value, right? Itself is the only 1 value. Can you please divide this string into? Can you please divide this string into 2 values based on this comma? Can you please divide into 2 values based on this comma? Like, anyone, can you please tell what I have to take? Sir, dot. What is the function I require to use? Please respond. I forgot, man. Please respond. What is the function I require to use? Split. Sir, if you are not providing any argument, it is always going to treat with respect to space. But our requirement is with respect to comma. Comma is the separator. That's why here just a comma you have to provide. Okay, now observe. Sir, after using split method, now how many values will be there? After using split method, how many values will be there? 2 values. Now this is the first value, this is the second value. Now I got 2 values, but very unfortunate, both the values are considered string type only. Even though internally numbers are there, but both values are considered as string type only. What is the reason for that, sir? Internally these are the string type of values only. By default, whatever data is coming from the keyboard is always going to treat string type only. Everyone can able to understand? I respond. Are you able to understand right up to this? Now, what I have to do, sir? We have to type cast. Sir, how many values are available? How many values are available? Two values, right? Sir, for every x in for each x value in this. Sir, how many x values are there? Sir, two values. Two values, right? Can you please perform typecast? Okay, float of x. Are you getting what I have to do, sir? Float of x for each x in input. Now, yes, now because of this one, I will get two float values, right? Remember this one. How many float values I'm getting, sir? Two float values I'm getting. Can you please assign to a comma b is equal to like this, sir? Are you able to understand? Still, how many people are not getting? Still, how many people are not getting? I'm asking about not getting. Can I expect everyone got clearly? Array, everyone got clearly? Yes, man. Are you able to understand? Array, no response, man. Are you in a position? Sorry. Are you able to understand, right? Yes. Sir, now float of x. X instead of x, you can take anything. No problem at all, sir. Instead of x, it's a normal variable, man. Instead of x, you can take anything, no problem at all. Make sure, sir. Okay. Now I got sir two float values. Now my requirement is print the sum. Print the sum. Okay. The sum like a comma. What I have to do, sir? A plus b. That's all simple. Print the sum. Print the sum like this, right? Okay. Now here just have a look once. Have a look once. Enter two float values. 10.5. What I have to do, sir? Can I spell out 10.5? Comma, because according to our code, it is expecting comma as the separator. 10.5 comma, sir, 10.2. I'm taking 10.5 comma 10.2 means 20.7. Are you getting 20.7? Now the sum is 20.7. Clear, right? Yes. I hope everyone can able to understand. Suppose now my requirement is, sir, I don't want two values. Sir, I don't want two values. Two values, right? Sir, I want three values. I want three values, right? How you can able to do? Enter three float values with comma separation only. Sir, instead of two. Sir, now D I'm taking. Enter four int values I'm taking, sir. I don't want float. Okay, let me take int values. Now the sum I want to do a plus c plus a plus b plus c plus d. Everyone can able to understand, right? Sir, how many int values I'm taking? How many int values I have to read? 4 int values. With the which separator? Comma separator, right? Okay. I don't want comma. I want colon. First value, colon, second value, colon, third value, colon, fourth value, like this, right? Okay. So that's all. Now observe that a bit very carefully, sir. Here, yes, enter 4 values. Okay. 10. What is the separator? According to our code, what is the separator? Separator, according to our code, colon is the separator. 10 colon 20 colon 30 colon 40. Are you getting 4 values I entered, sir? Then, sir, my program is going to read and my program is going to read and it's going to print, sir. Just print the sum. Can you please observe what is the sum value by default we are getting, sir? What is the sum value we are going to get? 10, 20, 30, 40 is nothing but like this. Okay, that's all. This is the shortcut way how to read in a single line. Remember that. But some people may ask, sir, I don't want in a single line. I don't want in a single line. Then what you have to take? Enter first number, one input function. Enter second number, another input function. Enter third number, enter fourth number. Like read, use 4 input functions. Use 4 input functions, and print that. Remember that. Everyone can able to understand? Okay, that's all. Next, why I'm taking square brackets is because to hold this group of values will be available in the form of list. Remember that, sir. This group of values is available like. Next, some people are asking, what about for? What about for? Sir, for is a loop in Python. Okay, soon we will discuss all those things. Don't worry, sir. For is a loop. It is a predefined keyword in Python. Kiran, are you able to understand? For, sir, here can I take instead of x? Can I take anything? Respond. Can I take anything or not instead of x? X is the normal variable, man. X is the normal variable, right? Okay, so that's all. This is what you people should aware, how to read the multiple values from the keyboard in a single line. Sir, what is the default separator of split method? Default separator of split method. Anyone, can you please tell the way? Yes, what is the default separator of split method? Is do you know, space. If you don't want space, then happily we can go for, okay, some other symbol based on our requirement, right? Okay, that's all, sir. This is about how you can able to read multiple values from the keyboard. Sir, some people may ask, sir, I don't want same value, I don't want same type of value, sir. Like do you know, some are int value, some are float value, some are boolean values. Then highly recommended, better to go for normal approach only, multiple lines approach. Clear, right? Okay, that's all, sir. This is about how you can able to read the data from the keyboard by using input function, sir, whether multiple input functions or single input function, right? Sir, next there is one more thing is available, sir. What is that? Yes, sir. What is that? Yes, evolve. Regarding, there is one special function is there, sir. Evolve. What is that function, sir? Can you spell out? Evolve. What is the meaning of evolve? What is the meaning of evolve? Evolve is nothing but what? Evaluate. Evolve is nothing but what? Evaluate. Can you please evaluate an expression? Can you please evaluate an expression? That's about my requirement, right? Sir, assume that x is equal to evolve of 10 plus 20 plus 30. Regarding 10 plus 20 plus 30. Sir, I have some argument is there. Can you please evaluate its value? Its value like now print. Sir, this eval function is a bit intelligent function. Internally, it is going to consider, sir, it is treated as the int type. Numbers only, sir. Internally, this one is going to take care about typecasting, all those things. Sir. Itself is nothing but what? Eval. Eval is based on internal value type. Automatically, it is going to be considered. Can you please tell what is the output I will get now? What is the output by default we are going to get? Can you please eval? What is the output we are going to get, sir? Okay, like so eval function take a string and evaluate to the result. Eval function is always going to take string as the argument and evaluate to the corresponding provided type. Okay, here see this one. I'm taking like this. Sir, if I run this code, have you observed? What is the output by default we are going to get, sir? 60, right? Sir, now where we have this type of requirement, sir, where we have this type of requirement, right? That part I will explain. Suppose assume that I want to read some expression from the keyboard, some expression, any expression you can provide, and that expression should be evaluated and print the result. Are you getting that? That expression should be evaluated and print the result to the console. Any expression you can provide. Now, sir, expr expression or x is equal to expression is equal to what I'm taking, sir? Input of, okay, enter some expression. Enter some expression. You can take any expression, sir. Can you please tell what is the type of ex? What is the type of ex? Compulsory. What is the type of ex? STR type only, right? Now, can you please evaluate? Okay, evolve of ex. Regarding evolve of ex, eval function is always going to take string as the argument and evaluates to corresponding result. Okay, now print the result. Print the result is, okay. Now I'm taking the result like this. Print result is, just I'm trying to take a result. Everyone can able to understand? Yes, man. Can you spell out what I'm doing, sir? Very simple. Enter some expression from the keyboard. Now this evaluate function is going to evaluate that expression and print the result. Now whether it's going to work or not, can you please observe? Enter some expression, sir. 10 plus 20 minus 5 I'm taking. What about its value? 10 plus 20 minus 5. 30 minus 5 is nothing but 25. Can you please observe? 25 by default we are going to get, sir. Sir, assume, enter some expression. 10 plus 30 minus 40. Sir, into 30 by 3 modulo 4 I'm taking, sir. Are you getting? What is the result? Sir, happily, do you know, sir, this function is going to be evaluated by eval function, sir. The result is 40.0 by default you are going to get. Everyone can able to understand? Sir, this is, you can provide any expression. Now it is going to evaluate. Now it is going to evaluate the result. Clear? Are you able to understand, right? Okay. So this is about what is the purpose of evaluate function, right? Next, evaluate function. Okay. There is another area is there, sir, where you can able to use. Very simple. Observe carefully, sir. Suppose I want to enter a number. Are you getting? I want to enter a number, sir. Number I want to convert. I want to enter a number. If you want a number, what you can able to do, sir? X is equal to int of input of enter. X is equal to int of input of enter some number like this. I'm taking, sir. Enter some number. Happily, sir, whatever the data you entered, it will be treated as converted to number. That int value by default is going to be assigned. But now my requirement is enter some list. Do you know, sir, in our Python, I covered already list, set, like this, right? How to enter some list, sir? 10, 20, 30, 40. Sir, I want to consider this one as the list. Are you getting? I want to consider this one as the list. But if I consider, if I use just like this, what is the type of X? Respond. Just like this. What is the type of X? String type, right? No, don't consider string type. Can you please consider as a list type only? Then you require to use which function, sir? Evaluate function. Remember this one, sir. Which function we require to use? Evaluate. Evaluate function automatically evaluated to the corresponding type. No problem at all. Sir, now let me take type of X. I want to print type of X. Sir, what is the type of X? I'm going to get, sir. Now have a look once. Enter some list, sir. Enter some list. Here I'm taking 10, 20, 30 like this I'm taking, sir. But still internally it is treated as what? Internally it is treated as what? STR type only. Hey, don't consider STR type. Don't consider as STR type. What I have to do here? Can you please consider this one as internal list type only? Okay. Enter some data. Internally, can you please consider whatever data you are going to enter? If you enter string, please consider as a string. If you enter list, please consider as the list only. Now have a look once. What is the function we require to call? Eval. A beautiful function, sir. Remember that. Okay. Now what is the type of X? Now have a look once, sir. Sir, I'm taking 10. I'm taking 10, sir. Can you please observe? Automatically it is treated as what type? Int type. Enter some value. Sir, I'm taking 10.5. 10.5. Automatically treated as what? Float type. Are you getting? Next and after that, I'm taking, sir, enter some data. True, sir. Boolean type. Sir, can you please enter some data? Now I'm taking 10, 20, 30, sir. Are you getting 10, 20, 30? Yes. What is the output by default we are going to get, sir? List. Clear? Are you able to understand, right? Now it is whatever data you provided, man. Eval function is always going to convert that data into internal data type automatically. Beautiful function, man. Several times with the input we are always going to use. Remember that. Suppose enter some data. Sir, I'm taking here 10, 20, 30. What is this one? Parenthesis style. What is this one? Which type of data it is? Tuple. In the last sessions we covered tuple, sir. So if I can take a tuple type, then enter, sir, what is the type, sir? Tuple. Clear, right? So this is the purpose of what is the eval function, right? Okay. We are not required. Sir, do you know we are not required, sir, to use a typecast function. Single eval function is going to take care every automatic corresponding conversion. Clear? Are you able to understand, right? Okay, that's all, sir. This is what you should aware. What is the purpose of eval? Sir, now my requirement is, can you please read the list of? Can you please read the list of values from the keyboard and print that list? Are you getting? Can you please read the list of values from the keyboard and print that list? print that list. Now I'm taking print of x. Now observe print of x. Now enter some data, sir. 10 comma 20 comma 30. Enter some data 10 comma 20 comma 30. Yes, what is the type, sir? List type. And can you please print that? Can you please print that? Sir, I don't want all values. I want one by one and so on. Then simple you can use for x1 in x for x1 in x print of x1 for every x1 value present inside x print like this, right? Now enter some data 10 comma 20 comma 30. Then automatically print first value is the 10, second value is the 20, third value is the 30. Clear? Are you in a position to understand, right? Yes, man. What is the eval function? This is what you should aware. Okay, how to use eval function, right? But whenever we are covering big programs, then these are type of basics compulsory you people should aware, sir. So whatever data entering from the keyboard is always treated as what type, sir? String type. Remember, whatever data we are entering from the keyboard, it is always going to treat as what type? String type. Okay, that's about our string type. Sir, I don't want string. Whatever type I enter, please consider that type only. If I enter list, please consider the list. If I enter int value, please consider the list value. Int value. If I enter double value, float value, please consider the float value. How you can able to do that? For that purpose, we can go for what? Evolve function. The most commonly used function in the Python is the evolve. Make sure, sir, evolve function in general very commonly used with the input function to convert into the corresponding type. Clear? Are you able to understand, right? Okay, that's all. Sir, I have one small doubt is there. Okay, just a few minutes before one student asked, sir, I want to print, I want to take different type of values in the same line. I want to read the different type of values in the same line. Is it possible or not? Different data type values in the same line. Is it possible or not? Okay, let me check. I'm not sure, sir. Let me check. A comma B comma C, sir. A comma B comma C is equal to now I'm taking input of enter okay, some data, some enter three values, sir. Enter three values like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, now up to this total thing is, even you enter three values, internally this total is one value. Data split I'm taking, sir. Next with respect to comma, sir. If I split with respect to comma, then automatically this total thing is divided into how many values? This total thing is divided into three values, right? Now what I want to do is, for each x in this three, sir, this is the three values for each x value in this. Now I want to use which functions are evolve of x. Are you getting? Evolve of x. Sir, now, sir, this is, I didn't use int function. Are you getting? I used which one function, sir? Evolve function, sir. Internally, if it is the int type, it is going to be treated as int type. I don't know. Just like now I'm taking, sir, print of. Can you please tell type of? Print of type of A, type of B, and then type of C. Okay, type of A, type of B, type of C. Okay, some student asked this doubt. Parsar, I hope yourself. Okay, now you can. I hope we can. Sir, let me cross check whether it's going to work or not. Just my assumption I'm doing, sir. Okay, enter three values. Okay, 10 comma 20 comma 30. All are int values only, right? Now, sir, all the three values are what types are? Int type. Clearly it's going to tell int types are. Now I'm taking enter three values 10 comma 10.5 comma true I'm taking. 10 comma 10.5 comma true. Yes, first one is the int type, second one is the float type, third one is the boolean type. Clear? Is it possible to read multiple values, right? Is it possible to read multiple values? So multiple values, different data types. Okay, now how to read multiple values in a single line? Because multiple examples we covered automatically. By this time I hope everyone should get. Now also if you are not getting, yes, anyone there? Raise sir, now also I didn't get this function. Anyone there? Yes, man. Are don't be panic. If anyone is not getting, then I will explain once again what there, man. Yeah, all these are nursery level. Definitely you will get, but only thing is you have to concentrate. That's all. Yes, everyone got clearly? Everyone got clearly? Yes, sir. Still Divya is asking one doubt. Divya, can you please cross check? Split function is always going to take which one as the argument? Split is always going to take which one as the argument? String. So if you want to divide, sir, with respect to int or with respect to string? Yes, make sure, sir, you are asking something. This is our doubt. Okay, just have a look once. Is a split of 5 is valid or not? Okay, 99% of the time, because we didn't aware what is the split complete argument, what it's going to take. Let me cross check. 99% of the time it may not accept, because the reason it may not, no guarantee, may not, because I never checked. Split usually is going to take which one as the arguments are? String as the argument. But here I'm providing 5. If it is invalid, syntactical error I have to get. Are you getting right? Sir, let me cross check. No problem. 10, 5, 20, 5, okay, 30. 10, sir, like have you observed, right? Must be str, none, not int. Good, type error. Must be str or none, not int. I hope, are you able to understand, right? Are you able to understand, right? Divya, are you able to understand, right? What is the reason? Compulsory you require to provide what type? Compulsory you require to provide what type? str type only. So the same you can take like this. Wonderful. Now it will become str only. Now the separator is 5. The separator is 5 like this, right? Now 10, okay, 5 with the separator, 20, 5 with the separator, 30. That's all. 10, 5 with the separator, 20, 5 with the separator, 30. Then automatically, sir, 5 itself, with respect to 5, if you divide before 5 one value, after 5 another value, once again 5 came, another value. Now can you please cross check, sir? Sir, this is 10 program is not recognized. Yeah, sorry, yeah, just that. Let me run, sir. 10, 5, 25, 30. Okay, like sir, 10, 5, 25, 30. Okay, here see happily what is the values we are going to get. First one is the 10, second one is the 20, third one is the 30. Divya, I hope your doubt got clarified. Okay, that's all, sir. So this is about what internally how the conversions are going to be happen, how to read the data from the keyboard, right? Okay, in the single line, multiple lines, and so on. Next, there is one more separate special topic is there, sir. What is that? Is command line arguments. Are you getting it? What is the topic name, sir? Command line arguments. Remember that command line arguments is the topic. Sir, which are command line arguments? Right? Sir, very simple. What is this word? Can you please read? Ray, can you please read? Command line arguments. Command line arguments. The arguments which are passing from command line. Are you getting right? The arguments which are passing from command prompt or command line. These arguments are by default considered command line arguments. Remember that, sir. The arguments which are passing from the command prompt. These arguments are by default considered command line arguments. Right? Clear? Are you able to understand? Okay, sir. Now, sir, how you can able to specify? Sir, like how you can able to specify the people who are coming from Java main method. What is the argument to the main method, sir? String array args, right? Such type of thing is applicable here. Okay, but how you can able to read internally what type compulsory you people should aware, sir? Sir, I'm taking py test.py. Sir, usually, if I want to run the code, py test.py I'm using. Sir, after this command, if I'm passing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, these values, whatever you are passing from the command prompt, these values are by default considered as command line arguments. Everyone can aware? Are you able to understand, right? Sir, what are command line arguments, right? Sir, you can provide some values. You can use these values happily in your program to customize behavior of the program. Remember that, sir. Sir, I want to read the data from 2 files. I don't want to hard code file names in the program. Happily, you can provide those file names from the keyboard. Whatever data you are providing from the keyboard, here the command line argument. Sir, I will use that data in my program. Remember that, sir. But now my question is, okay, sir, I got clearly, sir, what are command line arguments? Sir, I got very clearly, right? Now my question is, take very special care, sir. Now my requirement is, how I can read this data in the Python program. In the Python program, I want to read the data, whatever you passed from the command prompt, right? How you can able to read this data? Okay, sir, take very special care. There is one predefined variable is there. What is that predefined variable, sir? Okay, do you know in Java, the people who know Java, what is this one, sir? String array args. Regarding this is the main method. Yes, sir. By using this args, you can able to read the data, sir. Command line arguments, right? Okay, args is array type. But same in Python. In Python, there is one predefined variable is there. By using that predefined variable, happily we are allowed to get the arguments what we are passing from command prompt. Remember this one, sir. Sir, can you spell out what is that predefined argument? Predefined variable name? Ayo, I don't know. Good. Guess something, man. Predefined variable. Predefined by using which variable? By using which variable you can able to get? By using which variable you can able to get? Sir, good Pramod. Okay, sir. $CMD args sys. Okay, good. The correct answer is argv. Getting that? What is this one, sir? argv is the variable. Internally, this variable hold all command line values. Remember this one, sir. Sir, here how many values I passed, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Sir, all these values by default is going to be held by using argv. Remember that. Okay, something like argument value. Okay, good parts are there. Something like it is the argument value. Whatever arguments you are passing from the command prompt, by using this argv, we can able to read. Excellent. Okay, well, now I have one bigger doubt. This argv is what type? Can you please guess? argv is what type? Ayo. Yes, good. It is not a string type. Remember, because we are not passing only one value, man. You are passing multiple values. One value, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This argv is what type, sir? It is not single value. Remember that. So there are two options are there with me. One option is it is an array. Just like in Java, it is an array. Even in C language also it is an array. Array, sir. One way it is an array. But sir, another option, it may be list also. Sir, can you please tell which one is the correct answer? argv, is it argv, is it array or is it list? Okay, make sure, sir. Of course, I will show programmatically. Don't worry about that. That's what, because the people who are coming from other languages, they have some idea. Sir, it is array type in Java. That's why it also array type. No, sir. argv is a list type. Remember this one. What is the type, sir? Can you spell out? List type. List type, right? Okay. First point. Next, this argv variable is available in which module? Remember this one, sir. Sir, this argv variable is available in sys module. Can I spell out which module, sir? Sys module. Yesterday, I gave some basic idea about module. Module is nothing but a group of variables and the functions and the classes. Okay, sys module contain argv. Remember that. So now, if you want to use argv from the sys module, compulsory we require to import or not? Respond, man. We require to, is it required to import or not? Yes, compulsory we require to import. By default, is not available, sir. Compulsory we require to import. How to import already you people aware. Okay, can you please tell how I can able to write import statement? From sys import argv. That's all. From sys import argv. Then argv is available to your program. Just print type of argv. Then immediately, is it array type or is it int type? Is it str type or is it list type? By default, we can able to get, sir. Now let me cross check. Print type of argv. Okay, that's all. Can you please tell what the answer I will get? Good. Hare, guess, man. Why you are thinking? If I can take like this, print up type of argv, what answer we are going to get? Yes, what is the answer we are going to get? Can you spell out what the answer we are going to get? Make sure, sir. Make sure you didn't import sys module. Then how argv is available? Can you please cross check? Py test.py. Wow, wonderful. Sir, name argv is not defined. What is the meaning of argv? Can you please tell, man? Can you please tell what is the meaning of argv? Like this, right? Now I'm taking, sir. Yeah, from sys. Import argv. Sir, very briefly I explain module. Next, how to import in the last session. Okay, the people new members, anyway, you people may feel a bit difficult, but anyway, just go through the last class video, then you can able to get. But anyway, officially this import, all these things not yet completed. Okay, in the next session somewhere in detail we require to discuss, but slowly I have to use. Okay, otherwise I can't use this argv. That's why you should slowly we are going to use. At certain point I will explain complete picture about import. Don't worry about that. Okay, sir, now let me execute. Yes, ma'am. What is the type? Array, what is the type? What the type? Type itself is what? List type. Clear? Are you able to understand? So it's very clear, sir. The arguments which are passing from command prompt, these arguments are by default considered command line arguments. Excellent. Okay, first point. Next, we can access command line arguments by using one special variable. What is that special variable, sir? argv. Next, argv variable is available in which module? Which module? Sir, it is available in the sys module. To use argv compulsory, we require to import sys module. Then only argv is available. That's all. Up to this is the clear? Okay. Can I go for the next point? Legend. Sir, okay. Yeah. I will discuss example. Don't worry, man. Just up to this theory. Is it okay? That's what my question. Okay. Now take a bit very special case, sir. Now there is one more small twist is there. Okay, let me print the argv value. Argv. Sir, print that list like this, right? Okay. Now let me execute. 10, 20, 30. I'm taking, sir. Can you please guide what is the output I will get now? These are the command and arguments what I'm passing. Can you please tell what is the output I will get now? Yes, please guess something. Guess, sir. Just I'm trying to print, that's all. Have you observed, right? I'm trying to print this. That's all. Beyond that, nothing. Printing argv. What is the output I will get now? Error. Vedant. Why, man? Why you are going to get error? Yes. Good. What is the output by default we are going to get? Guess something. Wall, are you there in the session? I'm not seeing your response. Yes, ma'am. What is the output by default we are going to get in this case? 10, 20, 30. List of 10, 20, 30 or not? What output by default you are going to get? Good, man. Good. So, everyone aware 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, sir. Okay? Make sure that is what you people should aware. Okay? Why I'm waiting this much time here? For that clarification only. You are not going to get 10, 20, 30. Simple. You are not going to get 10, 20, 30. Yes. It is the list of values only. I'm trying to print that. Here, good. A small twist you missed, sir. What is that? Yes, legend a bit very carefully, sir. Sir, this ARGV pointing to a list. In that list, how many values are there, sir? Sir, take very special care. These are the 4 values are available. This is the this is the first value. Next and after that, this is the second value. This is the third value, right? Are you getting? Sir, this list contain how many values, right? 4 values. This is the first value. This is the second value. This is the third value. This is the fourth value, right? Sir, make sure list right. It is the index based. 0th index, 1 index, 2 index, and then third index. Happily, you are allowed to use argv of 0, argv of 1, argv of 2, 3 like this, right? Okay. Most of the people, because of that Java background somewhere, they are always going to consider, sir, we are always going to get, we are always going to get, sir, this 10, 20, 30, like this we are going to get like this, the people are going to feel. No, sir, we are going to get test.py. The name of your Python file is the first command line argument. Remember that. Sir, this story, somewhere we saw, in some language, somewhere we saw, I hope in C language. I hope in C language, same thing, right? Okay, clear? Are you able to understand? Okay, yes, man. Yes. So now take a bit very special care about this one, sir. In C, now let me execute that. Let me enter keyword. If I enter keyword, what is the output by default you are going to get? Everyone can able to understand, right? Sir, that's all. This is every time it is going to consider, because ARGV internally is implemented that value, that style only. Sir, now my requirement is, sir, I don't want this bloody value, sir. I want only this value, sir. I want only these values. How you can able to do, man? How you can able to do? Sir, somewhere I cover argv, slice operator. Anyone remember? One slice, that's all. Okay, starts from one index to end. Regarding starts from one index to end. Slice operator is applicable for the list also. Now observe that. Okay, observe that. What is the answer? First time ARGV is nothing but, what is the outputs are? All 4 values. But second time we are going to get only 3 values, right? Clear? Yes. Are you in a position to understand, right? That's all. This is what you people should aware, right? Sir, now what is the next one? Sir, I don't want slice. I want to use one by one. No problem at all. Argv 0, Argv 0, Argv 1, Argv 0, Argv 1. Like this individually also, by using index, you can able to get. Argv 0 is nothing but test.py. Argv 1 is nothing but 10. Is it clear? Sir, are you able to understand, right? That's all. It's always going to store only current execution values only. Sir, not previous execution values. Remember that. Sir, next, name of the Python file is never be a command line argument. Any reason Python people? Yes, man. It's a command line argument only. Name of the file is a command line argument in C language. In C language, it is there, man. In C language, it's already there. Okay, it is not a new point in Python. It's already there in the old languages only. Next, sir, Divya, she is asking some, sir, how to know about other variables in C? Yes, all those things, how to explore a module, I will discuss. There are some predefined functions are there. I will discuss, Divya. Don't worry. That's all. Up to this is clear. How to read command line arguments? Okay, that's all, sir. Just I'm stopping the session here. Sir, in the next session, we will continue for the remaining part. Okay, so just next one more small updation, sir. Sir, this Saturday, Sunday, I mean tomorrow and after tomorrow, not having any session. Okay, we will continue only on Monday. Remember that. Okay, so because today I'm traveling to my native place after the session. Okay, tomorrow we will, not tomorrow, Monday we will continue once again. Next and after that, sir, almost basics, almost going to be completed. I will speed up the things. Okay, that's all. Can I stop? Okay, better to get the material and please take the printout and then refer. Okay, highly recommended, right? Sir, whole, there is one person. Whole, my friend. Yeah, are you able to understand, right? Whole, are you okay? Are you able to understand? Yeah. Okay, sure, sir. Thank you. That's all. Monday we will meet for the continuation part, sir. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.